12.
It's right 2 o'clock. Okay, Sam Lodge, stroke 8, nose 5, low. Break right.
Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm here with Hellreign82 and we're doing a little Tomcat on Tomcat action. Both of us are carrying two AIM-9 mic variants of a Sidewinder heat-seeking missile, and both have our M61 Vulcan, which is a hydraulically, electronically, or pneumatically driven 6-barrel air-cooled, electrically fired Gatling-style rotary cannon, which fires 20mm rounds at approximately 6,000 rounds per minute. So plenty of firepower to go around in this one. If you don't know who Hellreign is, definitely check him out. He's a great guy with a lot of talent, and I'll be putting the link to his channel in the comment section below. As always guys, remember to check out Wild Weasel if you're interested in supporting the channel and want to get something cool for yourself. They got a bunch of new designs and have everything from shirts to mugs, mouse pads, and don't forget that my viewers get 10% off with the code GROWLING10. Thank you to everyone who has already placed an order. I'm very grateful to have this level of support from my subs, so thank you very much. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started with the video. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to be fighting Hellreign here today.
We've got nails on our 12.
And he's a pretty good dogfighter,
Get ready.
so
we have a bandit, F-14, 12 o'clock, 5
I gotta
miles.
be careful here. So we both have two sidewinders, so actually what I'm going to do is try to climb, get some distance, flip my nose around real quick and put a sidewinder off at him. So I'm just going to dive in the merge a little bit just to gain some more energy. And there's the merge. He's staying horizontal, I'm going to climb vertical.
6 o'clock low.
Maintaining that visual. And as I get to the top, I'm going to be able to flip my nose around real quick. I'm not going to have a lot of energy, which means I got to be precise here.
1 o'clock
Got the
low.
lock. There's the sidewinder. He's too close. Nah, and I fired off two.
5
Okay,
o'clock
great.
high.
So I got no missiles, and he has two missiles. So
6 o'clock high.
that's what we would call a mistake. Alright, so now he's high. He's gonna
8 o'clock
be
high.
able to get a missile off at me. I gotta turn my nose around. I gotta keep this fight tight now so he can't get missiles off at me.
1 o'clock high.
Okay, here he comes. He's got a missile off. Throttle back flares.
Hot.
Okay.
7 o'clock low.
We survived that. He still has one more missile, which means I still need to keep this fight very, very tight.
12 o'clock low.
Okay, here he comes. On the nose. Oh, she's a big bird.
1 o'clock high.
And man, this is one of the things with the Tomcat. Like, yeah, you're fighting an enemy aircraft, but
2 o'clock
you're fighting
low.
the Tomcat as much as you're fighting the enemy there. She's definitely a handful.
9 o'clock
Okay, so you
low.
can see Hellreign really likes his scissors, and he's trying to force a scissor fight here. I like my corner
2
fights,
o'clock
and I'm
high.
going to always try to force a corner fight. A sustained turn fight, if you will.
12 o'clock
I
high.
really hate these scissor fights. And that's where we're at right now.
6 o'clock low.
Okay, see, he's won this fight pretty much. Oh no, he kind of broke off there.
11 o'clock low.
He might have been a little too low on energy, and I'm gonna just come up behind him. He's gonna go vertical.
He's right in front of us.
Try to force an overshoot. I'm gonna cut throttle. Try to stay on a 6 o'clock here. It's gonna cost me a lot of energy.
11 o'clock high.
And see, there he is. He's on my 6.
9 o'clock low.
Wonderful. Well done. Beautifully done. Okay, so now I'm just going to go into my defensive turn.
7 o'clock.
I'm confident in my ability to keep the Tomcat at the corner speed. So you can see he's sitting back there.
9 o'clock. Spike. 11 o'clock.
He's got a lock. He's probably going for a sidewinder solution.
7
You
o'clock.
can see I'm seeing the top of his aircraft, which means he's not able to pull his nose around on me. And you can see right here, I'm winning this fight.
12 o'clock.
I'm turning around. He's going to have to figure out something else to do at this point. I'm a little above corner, just a little above. He's going to reverse that turn, see? He's not going to keep doing that turn because he saw I was pulling up on a 6 there. Okay, so here we are back in a scissor where Hellreign likes to be, where I hate to be. And see, he's pulling up behind me. He's better at it than me.
12 o'clock low.
See, he's better. He's better at that fight than me, so I'm not going to fight that. I'm not going to play his game so he can kill me. Alright, here he is back on my 6, no problem. We're just going to go back into our sustained turn. Here he is, he's got a missile off, throttle back, flares out.
4 o'clock.
Okay, missile didn't track. We'll full burner back on.
5 o'clock low.
He's a little too slow. You can see he can't pull his nose around. He's too slow. Which means if I can
5 o'clock.
sustain this at Mach 0.55, I'll be able to swing around on his tail here.
1 o'clock.
Okay, you see this? I'm winning the fight. I'm winning it again. I'm pulling my nose around.
2 o'clock
He's
low.
changing it up. He's reversed his turn. And he's pulling tight, trying to force me outside of his circle. He's done so successfully. He might hit the ground. He might hit the ground. Ooh.
8 o'clock low.
He's going to just pull out of it. I'm going to pull throttle back and I'm going to dive
11 o'clock low.
Dive onto his tail here. See if we can set up a nice clean kill.
1 o'clock.
Okay, he's going to climb vertical. I'm definitely going to be able to hit him here.
Keep it
There
up.
you go. He took a couple hits. 2 hits right there. He still looks like he's in fighting shape.
Low.
Still combat capable.
Four o'clock.
He's coming around. He's got no more missiles, so we're both down to guns. And look at this. I'm back at that
1
corner.
o'clock.
Sitting just ever so slightly below the corner, but that's alright. And here we go. I'm pulling vertical here. I don't really want to do this. Okay.
3 o'clock.
Constantly maintain that visual through the turn. You can see I'm pulling around again on him. I'm constantly superior in these
1 o'clock low.
kind of sustained turn fights. So I'm always going to continue to try to pull him into this fight.
9 o'clock
And he's
low.
going to just play with it a little bit, and as soon as he sees he's losing, he's going to break off and try to do something different.
12 o'clock.
See, like right here, he's starting to realize that he needs to change it up, so there he goes. He's going to reverse his turn. He's going to try to jink.
Right on the 6. Light him up.
And just going vertical like that, man, it makes you slow, makes you an easy target. He's been hit, looks like he's leaking fuel.
11 o'clock low.
That white smoke, that always means some sort of fluid. Almost always fuel. White smoke is concerning, but not as concerning as black smoke.
5 o'clock low.
Black smoke obviously indicates fire, right?
12 o'clock.
Well, here we go again. At this point, we don't need to do anything too aggressive.
We're on a
We just
6.
have to stay on him. He's damaged pretty badly here, so I'm not sure how much of a fight he'll be able to put up from here on out.
We're on a 6.
But he's put up a hell of a fight here, so he should not be underestimated, I think.
8 o'clock.
And at the end of the day, it is Hellreign, so, you know, gotta be careful.
12
He doesn't
o'clock.
give up very easily. And then here we are coming around on his 6. He's pulling tight. You see, he's
Right in front of us.
yeah, he's gonna put up a fight, man. He's not gonna die easily.
8 o'clock low.
Slippery.
Shit, we're hit. Spike. 5 o'clock.
Yeah, see,
6 o'clock high.
he's not gonna go out. Okay, see, so this is why you gotta keep your head
He is on our 6.
in the fight right up until the guy hits the ground. He's got a lock on me. He can't pull his nose. If he pulls any tighter on that nose, he's gonna lose control of that aircraft. Okay, so I'm actually safe for the most part.
6 o'clock.
Now I'm pulling a lot of G's here. to try to make this work.
4
I'm just trying
o'clock.
to pull up on his 6. Looks like he's actually doing a better job here maintaining that corner. I'm not winning the fight. We're at a stalemate.
6 o'clock.
Okay, at a certain point I just have to be patient. He'll pull a little bit too much on his AOA and he'll lose speed. He'll fall out of that corner and I'll be able to rate him faster in the turn. As soon as I start rating him faster in the turn, he's going to be in big trouble. And I'm hoping that he'll go vertical and that'll get him killed.
4 o'clock low.
Alright, so here we go. I'm just patiently maintaining that.
3
You can
o'clock.
see I'm pulling around on him. He's pulling too much AOA. You can see that aircraft wobbling there. It's fighting him. And there he goes. He's going vertical.
11
This is the
o'clock
kill.
high.
This is where I gotta get him. I gotta get him right here. Come on. Oh,
Bandit is going down.
that was a hell of a fight, man. That was a great fight. I had to work for that one. Worked hard for that one. Oh, yo, I ran out of fuel. Oh my god, I ran out of fuel. Gonna try to put it down here. I'm probably gonna get killed in the process. We're a little too fast for this. But I mean, I would call this even. I mean, we both are not going home. So, regardless of who shot who down, nobody's going home. I don't know. I can maybe do it. Maybe do it. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, you big bitch. Oh. Shit. Alright, that didn't work. I guess Hellreign wins. Hey guys, so before we start the Tacview section, I just wanted to say that we're giving away some free Tacview license keys for advanced Tacview. If you're interested in getting your hands on that, go ahead and join the Discord. The link will be in the video description below, and look in the announcement section where you'll find details on how to enter that draw. This is courtesy of Tacview, so big thank you to them. And yeah, if you want it, that's where you're going to find the information for how to enter the draw. Okay guys, let's go ahead and start this Tacview. Alright guys, so here's our Tacview. Go ahead and ignore all of these dead pilots here. These are from rounds that me and Hellreign did prior to this one round, and I'm going to upload these to another video in the next coming days, probably the next 2 or 3 days. This was our last fight that we did, and it was definitely the most intense and the longest one that we did, so I thought we'd upload this one first. Now we have 2 sidewinders each and guns. Alright, so what I'm looking for here is a way to get some missiles off at him and wrap this fight up rather quickly. So what I'm going to do is climb, and the reason I'm going to climb is because I'm going to be able to get a little bit better separation between us, and at the top I'm going to get a quick little flip of my nose, and that's going to allow me to hopefully get a sidewinder off at him. So that's what I'm doing here. But as I go up, I just can't get the aircraft to do what I need, essentially, to lock him up, and he sees it and he turns into me, which closes the gap, and that first sidewinder comes off at a distance of 4,000 feet, which is not great. And you can see that missile just misses, and I fire a second one too because I'm stupid, and now I'm completely out of missiles. Okay, Hellreign still has his 2 sidewinders, which now the tactic changes to, from creating space between us so I could get a missile off, I now need to hug him and make sure that he can't get in parameters to fire off a sidewinder at me. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to turn into the opponent. As we do, this is the first rule of our BFM. Right, me pushing close like that, he does manage to get a sidewinder off. In that situation, what you want to do is pull your throttle back, set it to idle, pop some flares, change your direction or heading in any way, whether that means rolling the aircraft left or right or pulling up, do something just to get out of the way. And so I'm going to defeat that missile, and we're going to continue to turn into each other here. Alright, and this just becomes a fight. Just rolling around each other. And so, here's the thing. Everyone you fight is going to fight a little differently. I've fought guys who like to use the horizontal oblique turns. I fought guys who like to go vertical. And over time you learn what your opponent likes to do, and you can usually tell in the first minute or two of a fight what kind of tactics he likes to use, what he's comfortable with. Now, Hellreign here loves his reversing his turns and creating scissor situations. Okay, obviously he thinks he's strong in that, so that's what he tries to force. I don't love the scissor. It's not my favorite place to be. I like the oblique corner turns, and you're gonna see how the two of us fight to force the other guy to fight our fight, the one that we're comfortable with. Alright, you're gonna see it as this video goes by, so you can see how Hellreign has managed to force several scissors here. And I'm just gonna turn these little lines down a little bit further down just because they start to clutter up the screen. Alright, so you can see the two of us are just kind of turning into each other at this point, trying to get that advantage. I'm sitting on his 6 o'clock position. He keeps pulling vertical to bleed his airspeed and trying to force an overshoot, which he does manage to do several times throughout this fight. And he's going to sit on my 6 o'clock. Every time that Hellreign gets on my 6 o'clock, I just go for a corner. I go for, not necessarily corner, but like a sustained turn. And I'm looking to sit between 350 to like 380, 390 with a Mach of, maybe not 390, more like 350-ish at Mach 0.55 is really where I want to be. And that's going to allow me to do my nice tight turns. Now notice that as soon as he got on my 6 o'clock, I went for my advantage move, which is the corner. And I managed to flip this fight around to him being on my 6 o'clock, to him being almost, to me almost being on his 6 o'clock. And notice that as I start to pull around on, like behind him in his rear aspect here, he reverses his turn and tries to force the scissor that he likes. Right? So I kind of have to at this point engage with the scissor, because if I continue the turn I expose my 6 o'clock. Okay, so we're going into these rolling scissors. Back in this, and as long as I'm not losing the scissor, I'm going to continue it, right? You're really concerned once you start to see the other aircraft go behind you in the scissor, and that's when you need to start thinking of an exit strategy. And so here he is, he does right here get behind me. Okay, so I'm watching him and I'm behind him here, and then here, actually no, what happens is the aircraft rolls. This is what happens. So the aircraft loses a little bit too much speed and actually rolls off to the right, so it exposes my rear to him, okay, which is not what I meant to do. So immediately I'm going to go for my corner fight again. I'm just going to initiate another corner. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines here. There we go. And Hellreign's going to fire off a sidewinder. This is far too close at 3,000 feet. I mean, it's not too close, to be honest. But he would have had to have like a very good situation. Like if I was in front of him facing away, cold aspect, and he fired that, it probably would have hit me. But in these high G turns, the sidewinder 9M just really isn't going to be able to do that. So he has now wasted all of his missiles, and I've wasted all of mine, so now it's a good old-fashioned gunfight. Okay, so I'm still in the corner fight with him. I'm just doing our little turns. I'm trying to get into my corner. I'm still a little fast, and he's a little slow. Okay, so now watch what happens here. I just hit my corner at Mach 0.5, about 350, just a little shy of it. And look at my turn rate, sitting at 20. Hellreign's speed is a little bit slower, and he's at Mach 0.4, and his turn rate is at 18. So I'm now rating this turn faster than he is, which means I'm going to be able to pull up on his 6 o'clock. Now, he notices this and tries to shake me with a high G turn, a high G pull. just trying to turn into me, force me outside of his circle, which he has done. And this is the part where I break off because I thought he would hit the ground, but he manages to pull out of that. So I'm going to come right back down. He's going to climb. I'm going to climb with him. Now, we've talked about this several times in other videos. Sometimes, you know, you do it because you feel like you don't have other options, but going vertical at slow speeds when the guy is this close behind you, you're giving him a very easy kill situation. And sometimes you're just not thinking, man. You got so much problems. Like half the time when you're fighting somebody in the Tomcat, you're fighting the aircraft itself as much as you're fighting the enemy. And he just had to fight his way from smashing into the ground here. So he just came like probably a few meters from hitting the ground. So he's just trying to get off the ground, right? But there I am on a 6 o'clock. And he's going to take a few hits for that. And then there he goes, forcing the overshoot again. As soon as he forces that overshoot, I just recommit to my corner turn. Okay, there I am. I'm a little fast here. The reason I'm having a little bit of trouble maintaining that corner is because my pilot kept blacking out for some reason close to the corner. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's like 6 or 7 Gs, so that's still not really enough for a guy to be blacking out that quickly, but you know, whatever. It's DCS for you. And so here we are back in this little corner fight. Look at my turn rate. I'm sitting at the nice little corner. I'm getting a turn rate of 28. And Hellreign's sitting at right around the same. He's a little bit lower in the speed. He's on the low end of what would be considered the sustained turn. And therefore he's having some trouble. And remember that his aircraft was also damaged at this point. Okay, so I'm going to come around on him. He sees me, so he knows that at this point he has to do something different. Right here. Okay. So when he looks out of his cockpit and he sees the full frontal profile of an F-14, he knows that he's very close to getting killed. So he needs to do something different. Okay, and what he chooses to do is go vertical and roll. Okay, he's not going to make the same mistake he did last time. He's going to jink, he's going to climb, and he's going to roll. He gets unlucky and takes another hit. Alright, now he's pretty goofed up at this point. You can see how hard that aircraft is fighting him. But Hellreign doesn't give up that quickly. This is easily one of the hardest fights I ever had to do with somebody, because he just would not die. Just would not die. And so yeah, as soon as I do that, I get back into my turn. I do a little loop. At this point, I'm not even concerned about sitting on his 6 o'clock, because in my thought was that, you know, he's so damaged that I just need to finish him off. So I'm getting a little bit sloppy and just trying to get that kill without getting myself killed in the process. So you can see every time I mess it up, I just, you know, pull off, break, and then come back around. Getting off some more rounds, missing again because he's so slippery, man. And we're just gonna commit to this now. I'm not sure why Tacview didn't record a hit there, but in the video he definitely hit me here. Like, I heard at least 2 or 3 impacts right here. And so right there, I kind of clued into the fact that he wasn't just going to die easily. He was going to put up a fight to the very end. And he's on my 6 o'clock, and I was really, really scared that I was going to lose this fight at this point. So I'm trying really hard to stick to my corner, my sustained turn. And the sustained turn rate is going to be just a little bit higher than the corner. And so you can see he's doing the same thing. He's doing a great job of maintaining that 0.5 Mach. I'm at 0.6, pulling a hell of a lot of Gs. Look at my guy. Pulling 9.9 Gs at one point there. That's insane. and just trying desperately to get him off me, not give him a fire solution, keep pulling those hard G's, and just hoping that his damaged aircraft, like, you know, doesn't allow him to keep those sustained tight turns coming. And so you can see at this point, Hellreign has made the mistake of getting too slow, because more than likely what happened was just a few turns back, he might have tried to pull a little bit too much AOA, and it looks like it was right around here. He tries to pull a little too much AOA to get his nose on target, and it ends up costing him a lot of speed. Now if you look at me, he's sitting at 254 Mach 0.4, I'm sitting at right around the corner, or the sustained turn, which is where I want to be, at 340 Mach 0.5. And then watch what happens here. Look at his turn rate at 21, because he came back up, right? He's slowly climbing back to where he wants to be. And I'm at, still sitting right around, actually we're the same speed right now, exact same speed. Okay, now watch this. He's still too slow because he's pulling a little too hard on that stick. He's going to go back down to Mach 0.4, and I'm Mach 0.5, and you can see my turn rate is 28.7, and he's 22. And this is why I say that, like, I feel superior in the corner turn, right? I feel like that's one of my advantages, so I try to exploit it as much as I can. If I fight a guy who's better at me than this, well, then I got to find something else to do. Right, and that's when I start to get in trouble. So at this point, I'm not really sure why he climbed, but it basically presented an opportunity for me to come up at him, and that's the kill. Just climbing like that, I mean, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna get you killed. But again, I don't know what else he could have really done in this situation. Like, he saw me pulling around on him. You know, he probably should have just recommitted to maintaining the corner better. But, you know, he knows that he had to do something else. Like, whatever he was doing was not good enough. So he tries to, you know, do something different, which is what he should do. You don't want to keep doing the same thing that's not working. And he goes for the climb. Looks like he tries to loop it back down, and he's just far too slow, and he's just an easy target, and I'm just gonna chew him up right there. Alright, and then what's funny about this is, like, literally as I kill him there, I run out of fuel. I'm out of fuel right here. Right around here. Yeah, there it is. See, my power is going. That's it for me. So honestly, neither one of us is making it back to base. Okay, so he ejected here. I actually die because I try to land the aircraft, but I kill myself in the process. So I don't know, maybe he won. Because I mean, I guess he survived to tell the tale, so maybe he won this fight. But it's just, I thought it was an interesting fight to upload because it was so fair, right? We both put up a great fight. At the end, one of us does get shot down, but like the fuel runs out. Like, this was honestly the closest thing to a draw I've ever seen in DCS. So I thought it would be an interesting video to upload. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Big shout out to Hellreign, big thank you to him for coming out and shooting this video. It was a lot of fun, and you guys should definitely check out his channel. I used to watch his channel before I started my own, so I highly recommend it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.